Class of 2018, make some noise. Y'all look good. Don't they look good, y'all? Good morning, everyone. My name is James King, and I'm here to speak to the Limitless class of 2018 because I am living proof that limits do not exist. Not too long ago, I sat right where you're sitting right now, about to graduate from high school, and I had a dream that I always had, which was to play football in the National Football League. And people would always tell me, you're too small, you're not big enough, you're not fast enough, you're not strong enough. And to them, I said, the sky is the limit. Say it with me now. The sky is the limit. One more time in the back. The sky is the limit. So I chose to ignore those naysayers because ever since I first put a helmet on when I was 9 years old, that was my goal. That was my dream. And after I walked across the stage, I went to college and I played football. Right before I signed my first NFL contract, I gave my mother what her dream was. And that was for me to become the first person in our family to graduate with a college degree. And not too long after that, I had achieved my dream. I was in the National Football League, and all of those naysayers who told me that I could not do it got a chance to watch me play at Ford Field in my hometown of Detroit, Michigan. What's up, Detroit? Within the blink of an eye, I had all of that taken away from me. I was arrested for a crime that I did not commit. They shackled me from head to toe and threw me inside of a cage like a slave. The prosecutors and the judge threatened me with 25 years to life in prison. After what was about 2 years of fighting in court, the prosecution came to me and asked me to take a plea. They offered me a misdemeanor, no jail time. And I said no, because I refused to say that I did something that I did not do. I refused to plead guilty. However, my mama said yes. And I can fight a lot of battles, but I can't win none of them with her. She's undefeated, all right? So we came to an agreement. My mom and I came into an agreement. I would take the plea as long as I did not have to plead guilty, as long as I did not have to say that I did it. So we came to an agreement with the prosecutor and the judge that I would plead what's called no contest, which is not saying that you did it. It's really just saying I give up. I'm done fighting. Months later, I went to court to receive my misdemeanor and my probation. And that judge went back on his deal and locked me up. And what I did not know was, what he gave me was actually a 2-year misdemeanor, which technically made me a felon. Not too long after that, I was released, and people came to me and they told me that I should continue to fight for my dream. I should try to get back into the National Football League because the sky is the limit. But after playing in arena ball and then going overseas, I realized that my heart was no longer in the game of football. I wanted to be a lawyer. I wanted to fight for what was right. I wanted to help those people who were wrongfully convicted the same way I was. And those same naysayers, they came to me and said, you can't be a lawyer. You barely graduated high school. You can't do that. They read too much. To them I said, the sky is the limit. Oh, y'all don't hear me no more? One more time. The sky is the limit. All right now. And so I went to law school and I graduated. Right here in DC. After I graduated, there was another task ahead of me, the bar exam. Some of those naysayers that said I wasn't the best student growing up were right, so I was scared. And they continued to tell me, people were always in my ear, you'll never pass the bar the first time you take it. No one passes the bar the first time they take it. It's all right if you don't pass the first time you take it. I ignored those naysayers because, again, the sky is the limit. I went and took that test and passed it the very first time I took it. Then I found out there was another task ahead of me. In order to become a lawyer, you got to pass an extensive background check. They go through your whole life story from beginning to end. And people who are felons usually cannot become lawyers. Normally, people with any kind of criminal record cannot become an attorney. In came those naysayers again. It's all right. You can always be a paralegal. Hey, at least you got your JD, right? They can't take that from you, can they? I looked those people in the eye again and I told them, the sky is the limit. Hello? Hello? You are limitless. Hello? After 2 years and a hearing, in 2014, I caught the Metro, the Red Line, to Judiciary Square. Got off the Metro and I walked into the Court of Appeals. Walked into the Court of Appeals and raised my right hand to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ and took an oath. And I became a licensed attorney. Is the sky the limit? Listen to me though. People will always try to limit you in everything that you do. Do not allow them to do so, okay? Today, when I hear somebody say the sky is the limit, I say, excuse me, but there's footprints on the moon. So the sky is not the limit. And in the words of the great poet Master P, it ain't no limit. Thank you.